A quick update on LCX here. So we're going with the much older LCX chart instead of the Coinbase one we look at all the time, just to get a better macro view of what's going on. Now, short term, looking on the 3-day candles here, going from the low to the high, we are sitting on that final support at 11.8. So just wanted to point that out on the smaller time frame. So if that can hold, maybe that tells us we're going to get back over the point 0.5 here at about 13 and then start moving our way back up. So the overall chart here, low to the high, we are over the macro 236 at 8. So as long as this thing is over 8, even down to 2, it's still macro bullish here. But I would look at the 8 level here. You can see we are sitting on that final support. Like I said, if we can get back over 13, we're in good shape. But as of right now, if you lose that 786 support, you could drop 20% back down to the 382. But what you do not want to do is break this low here. So we do run the risk of doing that if we come down there, and then we'll just update it from there. If the price ends up breaking down lower than we anticipate, then we'll update it. Like I said, on the older Coinbase chart that we watch, you can clearly see the resistance and support area right here where we're at, and we're pretty much holding our macro box that we have on the chart for a macro bottom. So it really can't go much lower than it is, and the fact that it's sitting on that 786 is a good sign. So we'll see how it plays out here. Just I want you guys to be aware that it could still drop 20% and then go even lower than that. Depends on what the market's going to do. But LCX overall, if you want to call this short-term monthly candles, higher highs and higher lows, it looks good here for a move up. Now, with that being said, comment down below, where do you see LCX ending up in 2025 here? Now, I think a good target is around $5 on LCX. So if we get this thing to hold up where it is on that final support and moving back over some levels, of course, we do have the new high at the 1272 would be your first big target at about $1.30. That's where you're going to get your 11x out of this thing. But I'm really thinking this thing's going to shoot up here in 2025 and hit the $5 range. And you can see if we get that to 5, that's going to be about a 42x up to $5, just a wick above the 1618. I think is a real good target for LCX this cycle. So none of this is financial advice, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.